Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're completely cutting through the noise to dismantle the most pervasive misconceptions out there about senior fitness. If you've ever found yourself wondering whether you're doing the right things for your body as you age, well, you are in the exact right place. Let's break down the real science of aging gracefully so you can see exactly what actually works to keep you strong and independent.
Okay, let's dive right in by addressing a really harmful societal stereotype. You know the one, that deeply ingrained assumption that once you reach a certain age, you're basically just supposed to sit in a rocking chair and knit. There's this pervasive idea that your active years are somehow completely behind you. But giving in to that passive mindset, that is exactly what we need to avoid.
All right, let's jump into myth number 1. Is it too late to start? Like, is there an actual expiration date on fitness?
Well, science completely shatters that idea. While the myth tries to tell you you're too old, the reality is that your body responds to movement at absolutely any age. Seriously, human physiology doesn't just throw in the towel. It's incredibly adaptable. The second you introduce movement, your body gets to work trying to improve itself, no matter how many candles were on your last birthday cake. And the research backs this up 100%. When you start exercising later in life, and yes, we're talking even in your 70s or 80s, you actively improve your muscle mass. You also dramatically enhance your balance, which we all know is absolutely crucial for fall prevention, and you boost your overall cardiovascular health. Your body is quite literally just waiting for you to give it the signal to get stronger.
Moving right along to myth number 2. Are weights dangerous? Let's talk about the fear of lifting. So there's this conventional, totally flawed wisdom that says, hey, seniors should just stick to light cardio because lifting weights is a one-way ticket to an injury. But listen, giving into that fear is exactly what puts your physical independence at risk. Avoiding strength training is actually the far more dangerous path. And to understand exactly why skipping the weights is so risky, we need to look at what naturally happens to our biology over time. We really have to understand this clinical condition called sarcopenia. Basically, it's the natural loss of muscle mass as we age. If you don't actively do resistance training to combat sarcopenia, you just start to lose the fundamental strength required for everyday life. We are talking about the strength you need to simply push yourself out of a deep chair, the strength to carry heavy groceries inside, or perhaps most importantly, the strength to catch yourself if you happen to trip. But hey, you don't need to turn into a competitive bodybuilder to fight this. Using super simple tools like light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even just your very own body weight is honestly all it takes. Doing this actively fortifies your bones, practically prevents falls, and is the absolute key to living independently and safely in your own home for years to come. Okay, on to myth number 3. Should you rest hurting joints? This brings us to the counterintuitive truth about pain. Human nature screams at us that if something hurts, we need to protect it by stopping completely. Makes sense, right? Actually, scratch that. For conditions like osteoarthritis, resting is the exact opposite of what you actually need to do. Believe it or not, sitting still makes the stiffness and the pain significantly worse. And here is the fascinating biological reason why. It all comes down to synovial fluid. This is a natural fluid produced by your body during movement that literally lubricates your joints. When you engage in gentle, consistent movements, think things like swimming or cycling, your body naturally creates this fluid to relieve that built-up pain and stiffness. So gentle movement isn't just exercise, it's actual built-in pain relief.
Like the old saying goes, motion is lotion for your joints. Now, a quick caveat here. If you ever experience a sudden, acute, sharp pain, you should absolutely go see a doctor. But for general, everyday stiffness and the aches of osteoarthritis, consistent, gentle movement is exactly what your joints are begging for.
So let's wrap this up with taking control of health, moving safely and confidently. To help you kick things off safely, you can actually go grab a free guide designed specifically for this. It's called the Safe Start Senior Fitness Guide, and you can find it over at thesilverhub.com. It is absolutely packed with simple, joint-friendly exercises that you can do right now in your living room. And while you're there, you can explore the SilverHub Marketplace to find some great senior-friendly fitness equipment, or even discover local wellness programs to really support your journey.
Just a quick reminder before we go, everything in this explainer is strictly for educational and informational purposes. It's not intended as medical, financial, or legal advice. You know the drill. Always check your own vitals, and of course, consult with your healthcare provider about your specific situation before jumping into a new routine. I want to leave you with one final thought to spark your fitness journey. Now that you know your body is incredibly resilient, that strength training actually prevents falls, and that motion really is lotion, will you just search for answers, or will you actually go out and find them? Take action today, start moving safely, and go find the vitality you absolutely deserve.